trying to coordinate with our MGs. Oh damn, these bulldogs have 600 ammo. Shit.
Yeah, they're no joke. So then Ravi, your squad, after we reach Hilltop and after we reach Hilltop, you're going to leave Hilltop, and you're gonna go and occupy the hill directly behind Hilltop. You're gonna watch, basically you're gonna try and like get a position where you can see our flanks and provide heavy fire from long range if they try and advance on us. You mean northeast-ish is what I'd prefer. It's like up in like the Delta 1-6 area, if that makes sense. Like just some kind of elevated position where you can see that road approach on the side of Hilltop. I want some good suppressing fire in case they try to storm up that. Because they'll probably occupy the hill in Echo 3-4, and they'll just like try and roll up on us and fucking delete us, and we'll need you to provide covering fire along with Triton.
Okay, so I'm gonna go divvy up my X now.
Sounds good. Do we have anything special?
All I know is I get a medic grenade to see.
Just to clarify, so I'm stopping at Ammo Hill on the way to Hilltop and staying there.
Correct. Yeah, you're dropping at Ammo Hill. So we'll have Remy, someone from your squad. We'll have Sunny drive the truck. Sunny's a good driver, right? I'm not losing my mind.
What truck am I driving?
The transport truck. Which will contain your squad and Triton's squad.
And then we hop out. He keeps going.
Yeah. We can go over all of this again for live if necessary. Which
I gotta divvy up my teacher. We can make those down for 6 here.
I do apologize for not having the usual game tactic shit, but I did only find out about this like a couple hours ago. So
You have a guy called Sean Killer.
I mean, I know to change the name. That's me. Actually, I'd say you should probably change the name.
Alright, lastly we get 2 lats. Who wants one? Verts, and last one? Alright, each. that everybody who's been in? Because I need more guys in mine.
People are still spinning.
Cool.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Squad Ops One Life events. Tonight we have
There's,
Operation
people who
Jester
are
with you.
struggling
This is
just
going to be the
because
very first operation in
a new
V12.
version and
So
what
we're all
people have
pretty
shit.
excited to see how this is going to go over
Yeah.
on the operation side. As I mean, this is brand new to us, just like how it is brand new to you. Unfortunately, we're not able to use our mod, which means there is some stuff that is going to be slightly different, like just some small kit changes and stuff like that. But anyways, let's go over our operation, which is Jester. It is a militia versus British operation. And we'll go and bring up our map so I can explain to you the mission debrief. The British get 3 options for their mission. That is going to be red, yellow, and green. Green being they must locate any one of the 3 militia placements or like encampments that the militia start at. So the militia get to start at one of those green shield markers. I think they can start wherever they want on the green shield markers though. And then the British must go ahead and attack and secure that area. If the British choose the yellow mission, the British must move directly to one of the 2 yellow shield markers, and that will go ahead and be their defense point from then on. For the red mission, we have to change it up just slightly because of how V12 is, and we don't have our mod out quite yet. We have to move the red mission from Fortress over to Hilltop Encampment. That's going to be this compound right here that we're looking at. That is Grid Square Delta 2 Sub 2, roughly.
One more time. You can use ammo bags and you can use vehicles.
Personally, I actually really like this operation. I think this is one of my favorite operations just because I love Fool's Road. It's probably my favorite forest map out there. Now for our kits, though. Let me find where this is on the mission debrief. On the British side, they get, of course, 1 SL, 2 FTLs, 2 ARs, and 1 LAT. For their entire platoon, they get 2 MGs, 2 medics, and 2 crewmen. So instead of the 1 medic per squad, they only get 2 medics for the entire platoon. For their vehicle choices, if the red mission is chosen, they get 2 Logis, 2 FV 432s, and 1 transport truck. On the yellow mission, they get 1 Logi with any load they want, and on the green mission, they get 2 of the FV 432s. And then for their FOB, they choose a red mission, they get 1 mortar, and various defensive structures. Same thing with the yellow mission. On the militia side, per squad, they get 1 SL, 1 FTL, 2 ARs, and for their entire platoon, 4 LATs and 2 medics. The same thing as the British. For their vehicle assets, they get 1 Dishka Technical, 1 SPG Techie, and 2 Logis with 1 transport truck to go and back it up. And at their rebel camp that you get to choose to start on, they get 2 HMGs, 1 mortar, and 1 SPG, plus various defensive structures. So pretty simple attack, defend operation. However, there's multiple of them inside this one op, meaning you don't quite, the British don't quite know, sorry, the militia don't quite know what the British are going to be choosing, which is what's going to keep this op interesting, is you don't really know entirely what your main mission is as the militia until you see kind of where the British are going and how they're sending the forces and all that kind of stuff.
Brief in 37 seconds.
We'll they got brief going on soon here. I think I'll start flying over, but quickly I'll go over our teams, which are for the British currently. That is going to be Pony, with his SLs being Nasty Nate, Revy, Triton, and Bump. And on the militia side, we have Sughart, I believe. Yeah, Sughart as the commander, with Bagajo, the Alpha Gudu, Hero, and Dentric as his SLs. And we can see the not British militia have chosen the far eastern green fob mark to go, or shield mark to go ahead and start on. And I believe the British chose the red mission, which means they have to attack Hilltop Encampment, which was that compound that we flew over just a couple minutes ago.
No problems.
Okay, yeah, brief is starting, so we'll go and listen on
here's
this.
the deal. We have 2 APCs. We have an unarmed light truck. We have some lodges. Our mission is to go and occupy the Hilltop compound in Delta 2. Let's mark that for everyone. There you go. We're going to go put a fob there. How we're going to get... So we have a problem. The problem is the militia could start in a few different locations, all of which kind of block us from getting to Hilltop Encampment by just being right in the really annoying spot that inconveniences us greatly. To minimize chance of getting absolutely destroyed in an ambush and laughed at, we are going to cross the bridge in Delta 6. And so whoever's driving that lead APC, pay attention here, because this is going to be the route. We cross the bridge there. We use, as you can see on the map, there's a little... We can climb up the ridgeline like that. It's a very slight incline. Once we're on top of the ridgeline, we keep driving.
What's with that?
And then we cut down by the rear of train station. And at that part, we just hit the road and we start cruising. When we get near Ammo Hill, the transport's going to stop and drop off Triton Squad. But it's going to kind of be like a rolling stop and drop. Like we're going to halt the convoy for like half a second, and you're all going to pile out of the transport truck. So I don't want any dilly-dallying. We got to move and move quick. And from there, the convoy will resume its sprint directly to Hilltop. It'll probably offload troops there, and the vehicles will circle around and use the road or perhaps the backside of the hill, whatever they can use, basically, because it's going to be hard. They're APCs, and they're tracked, for goodness sake, to climb up on. And then the Revy's squad, the other squad in the truck, they're going to split off north and go occupy an observation post somewhere up here in that general area. From there, we're going to get the APCs hauled down at Hilltop Encampment. Triton and company will occupy the small fortified area at Ammo Hill. And we will have, they'll come to us. We'll repel them. APCs will be hauled down and we'll provide 50 cal fire. We'll have medium machine guns, both set up on Ammo Hill, both set up on the main Hilltop Encampment and set up to the north, making sure they can't sweep up on top of the hill from the side there and get us. And if necessary, our outer squads will be pulled back in to support the main compound defense. Any questions?
Yeah, I'm going to be lead APC. So for the route, after we drop off Triton, do we continue north on the highway and then take a right? After
Yeah, continue north on the road and then turn right. Or continue north in like the fields and turn right. It doesn't, as long as we get back on the road and go through the pass. Right. There.
Does militia have any access to mines?
They do not, because the scout has a 3.4 times optic, so the scout was removed from the operation. So no mines. But they do have lots of LATs, and they do have the SPG.
Copy.
Alright, any other questions?
How are we going to survive the LATs?
Well, bulldogs take a lot of
lats.
lats.
Serious? These things can take like 20 lats each. Don't worry about the lats.
As long as the armor's facing forward.
Yeah, it's a lot of armor. As long as the armor's facing forward, this thing can tank lats. So don't worry about it. All right, we're gonna have to cut an end to questions there because we have 3 minutes before live. Everyone, please mount up in the vehicles. Let's get the convoy set up facing west along this road. If someone in a crewman kit could just move this fucking piece of trash out of the way, that would be great.
Alrighty guys, welcome back to Elm. my voice. So that was the pony brief on the British side for round 1 of Operation Jester. Friend who's been joining us just right now is, of course, Operation Jester. Let me get away from these APCs. They are quite loud. This is a 3-mission operation. They got mission red, green, and yellow. All have 3 different options for the British. However, militia only get 3 options to spawn, and that's their only options they get to make. Wait, wasn't it supposed to be Operation Grit now? Yes, it was. However, due to how the layer's been changed, we weren't able to really do that. That they removed the layer that we used for that, and since the mod isn't operational, we can't exactly use it.
Well, you just need one person each one. Oh, I see what you're saying. Never mind. Yeah. Okay.
HmL should be joining me anytime here. He's just having some problems with logging into the server. So if you guys hear him kind of, randomly chime in, that is because he has figured out what his problem is, and he'll be joining us. Now, actually, this is one of my very first times that I'm actually just seeing a V12 game go through. Something that's interesting is how many can you carry into that Logi now? You can carry 9, it looks like. That's definitely game changing right there. Full 9 men and 1 Logi. Oh, apparently, no. Pony's saying you can fit more than 9. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff from V12 that still I don't even know yet, and I gotta play quite a few hours to figure it out, as there's a lot of new things that have been changed.
Negative. Rear bulldog, sheep behind. Alright, we got 43 seconds.
But this is the main star of tonight, this Bulldog, the FV432. And as you can see, they added the camo netting to the game, which, I mean, they apply to a lot of different vehicles, but the fact that it is now on top of the Bulldog or the Warrior, just anything, it just looks so nice. Something I'm wondering is with this ERA, I think this is NER. So, yeah, it's a NERT ERA. And this cage armor, I wonder if they have extra reduced armor to heat rounds. I don't know if they model that into the armor, but I know that there is a difference between the damage on how RPGs work and how, like for say a gun works. So I'll be interested to see if that's actually a thing in there. Pony was saying that on the front armor, these guys can take up to like 20 RPGs, something insane like that. So if they keep the front facing the right way the entire time, they won't lose these guys. We got live time 131, so 30 more seconds.
Do we have enough people to fit everybody?
How many people can you fit into these Bulldogs? Looks like 9 as well. No, Karma is not playing. However, I'm sure in an hour or 2, he'll probably be streaming Squad nonstop. And we are live. Vehicles rolling out. We got a Bulldog trying to move way back there. Thanks to that new fizz mat going on, you get more traction on the roads. Therefore, you just go faster if you stay on these roads. The platoon leader decided to just leave the one warrior behind. Tell him he can catch up.
That was in V11 too.
It was? I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
And I can tell just in command chat how loud everyone is. Like Pony's, I can tell he's trying to yell, and even then, it's just, I mean, it's so loud. There's the other Bulldog. And these guys barely fit through that bridge. That is a wide vehicle. Just barely fits it. That rear Bulldog is having troubles the entire way here. Zipson, my man, XF, how much time have you guys had developing the mod before V12 release? I'm guessing there's still a lot of work left. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of work to be had. We do have a little bit of an early build, so lucky us. That is not because we're squad ops, it's just because Pony and I have our connections, and you know, we actually help them with, you know, getting that out for the public. But it's still going to be quite a few hours of going through the layers, fixing all of them, adding and removing layers. But eventually, we will have the mod up and running. Maybe next week is what we're thinking. That is our predicted time. Whereas HmL, he was having troubles loading to the server, which it looks like he did just load in. So maybe he'll be joining us? I don't know. If HmL is good to go, we'll hear him speak up. That is if we can hear him speak up over the Bulldogs.
Someone ran us, got stuck somehow. I'm not here. I'm just
Alright, well, while that's going on, let's take a look at... Ooh, they changed the outlines. Very nice. Let's take a look at the militia. So they've taken up a fairly defensive hold over their main defense point, and that is going to be up on top of these 4 hilltops surrounding it. Very, very nice position right there. Actually, 5. These are all hills that these guys are going on. Now, there is only 1 squad on the current British objective. That is hilltop encampment. Got a, I'm going to say a squad? Yeah. 8 men, so a little bit less.
This was gonna be so beautiful.
It looks like Pony has to do... No, there's 9. Didn't see the SL.
Trucks and plus security dismount while we wait for one to unfuck their APC.
And apparently we have some technical difficulties with the APC. I wonder if it's the same one that's been getting stuck on the everything.
Can't climb very well, so it can't go up.
Alright, well then use a different route. The truck's made it up by going around the side. Just doesn't matter where you drive it, just drive it somewhere where it's not stuck.
Yeah, they are, they're definitely stuck. This one's like in between 2 trees. And it just can't get itself out. It's killing my frames. It's also extremely loud. I don't know. We'll let them figure that out. They have all the other guys outside of the lodges now, pulling security, just set up on the hills. Fizzmat, yes, exactly, Mr. Husey. That Fizzmat is coming into play very, very hugely right now. I don't think the militia can see them. They are oriented, like, directly at them, though. Like, just looking at them, they are, like, pointing directly at it, but I'm not sure. Getting word that there... No, there was no one in the mine entrance. They're all up on here on the hill.
We got it.
There we go. It's free.
I saw with binos and like, yeah, you can't hear anything from over here.
Thank you, Dorf. Alright, tell the APCs to come over this way.
You can't see anything.
They should be able to climb over here, assuming they don't run into random
I mean, they're just barely in the cover. See if we can turn our name tags on. We can see it. Yeah, there's the Bulldogs right there. So there is no way these guys can see him. Maybe through the trees at some portions.
I think it's also in
But I mean, it is, yeah, like, we are airborne. I think it's the only visible person right now.
Please don't go in the Oh my god, why? Why? Tell Fulcrum to
Command is having a heart attack.
Tell him to reverse.
Oh no. They got it stuck again. They literally just got it unstuck. How many minutes are we into this? We're almost 10 minutes in, and the British have successfully gotten the Bulldog stuck once, actually twice. I think 3 times, because they were stuck on the bridge earlier. So this is the 3rd time. There we go. Oh, and I think they just ran over command. They did. Well. I don't think they're gonna be able to climb this hill. That is a like a steep hill. I think they have to come up this way. Yeah, they got it. Telling their infantry to dismount here. At least some of them.
Yeah, that's true.
The harmonic noise, though, is, man,
They never
oof, making my ears starting to ring.
Charlie in the bushes.
I'm just surprised that they can't. The British have no, or I keep on mixing up the teams. The militia have like no chance of hearing them. Like you stop hearing them after, I'm gonna say, right about here. So right when you're over, what is this, mine encampment or entrance? This is like the farthest away that you can hear them. So I mean, they still got almost double the distance, I would say. Just about double the distance from the Bulldog for them to be able to get audio on those Vics.
We've almost got the HCs out of the woods.
I feel bad for all these infantrymen who've just been waiting for the Bulldogs. I think this is really what the FISMATs are showing right now. Is that, I mean, there's a huge difference between wheeled and tracked vehicles, and normally tracked vehicles will get a lot better traction. That's why we have tracks. And I don't know, I think they might need to increase the friction for tracked vehicles so they can do stuff like this, because this isn't too technical what they're doing, but yet again, when you're trying to drive through a tree like that, you might have other issues. Oh, perfect. There we go. Again, no, I mean, yeah, they're going up a good elevation right there. I don't know, maybe it's correct. It's hard to tell. Alright, this is one's. This is the one that's been having problems the entire time here. I don't think they can switch out the drivers because there's only one crewman inside these guys. Let me see. Yeah, there's only one crewman in each one. Let's see, I can move pony. There we go. Yeah, there's only one crewman in each one. There we go. Now everyone can mount up on their vehicles and move on. So, let's see. We took over 10 minutes to do that. Over 10 minutes to go ahead and move around through that back area, just so that way they didn't have to go ahead and use this intersection right here. That's it. Now the question is, would they see them and where they get audio on them?
Nothing spotted yet.
So let's see. This is the most possible location that the militia would have seen them from. That's them right here. I think this guy. There was an SL that was over here. And looking at it, I mean, see if I can find an angle here they could see that intersection. I don't think so. The intersection is right there, right where that kind of curve ends. Coming back down. Maybe right here. I think that's it, is where they could see them. So, I mean, they have a very, very tight window they could see them from. Turn around. This is them right up here on this hill. I don't know. It's a hard call. Like, they could have very possibly seen them, but I mean, it is just barely through that foliage. And then on top of that, they would have to. They have a good option to go and hear them as well.
Oh god.
Let's just pull them out onto the road.
Alright, well, one isn't stuck, so one should drive down the hill.
So apparently they got it stuck again. I think they got them both stuck, actually. They got them both stuck. Oh my gosh, this is just never ending right here. They may have a phobia of intersections, be kind. I mean, it's very true. Personally, though, they know they don't have any scouts. I mean, I wouldn't see any problem with them just running through. Their entire tactic was based off of speed anyways. Who do I think is going to be getting the win? I mean, here's the thing, right? British are obviously taking their time very, very slowly. But at the same time, they have Pony, which I know is going to keep his platoon very, very well kept and very, very organized. Now, I think it's about how Pony goes ahead and pushes to all these other militia. As if he just goes straight for Hilltop, he can take it, I think, fairly fast if he goes with his rush tactic. If not, then, oh man, I don't know. It's a close call. Because all these guys on the far off side, on the west or the east over here and the south, have to go and converge on them. Squad 1 will be able to open up on top of the Hilltop. And maybe Squad 5? Yeah, I would say they would be able to as well. It's definitely a long range, both ways. Both these guys are very, very far ranges. But Squad 2 and 4 will have to go and move in and push Pony out. Again, that's saying if Pony goes ahead and does this very, very quickly. But I think the fact that he doesn't have the APCs really anymore, as they're both stuck, he's going to have to change up his tactic, go a little bit slower, and push in by foot. I don't know if he's fully abandoned. I think he's brought the Logi over to go and help unnudge them. It's my best guess. Yeah, it looks like he got one unstuck here. And yes, the best seat on top of a Bulldog is right on top. And there we go. The other one is unstuck but is inside trees. So he'll take a couple minutes to get himself out of the trees. I missed the briefing. Is getting stuck on terrain part of the plan? One would think at this point it is definitely something that is very prevalent and very time consuming. We're now 15 minutes in. So Pony's plan was the red objective, which is going to be Hilltop encampment, which is where Squad 3 was on the militia side. Now, the main push objective for Pony was to go ahead and go down the southern road, cross the bridge, head down and around this forest area, and then head up on the road, drop Trident Scott off, which is Squad 2, on ammo, but Trident decided, I'm just going to start walking. By the time he gets there, it's going to be, you know, you guys are going to get unstuck. And now, I believe with all these other Vicks, he's going to be going ahead and just pushing right along this northwestern corner of Hilltop.
what now?
So yeah, Trident using his good old bounding tactics here.
Yeah, we're just leaving it behind.
Vic's coming up.
Copy.
2's almost an ammo hill anyways.
And the real question is, though,
You know, I'm coming to the
what
conclusion
about
that
all
track is not
these
a help track.
militia? Are they gonna hear them?
OWI lied about the traction thing.
Because these APCs are having some major road slippage.
Well, it's not just them, but like
You
also
got.
they don't have
Is this
that
a
gear
lat?
selection bullshit that
Yeah, it is. It's a lat, and
Go to
who
the
else? It is a lat and just a rifleman
Still didn't figure out
going
what
off.
to
Who
do.
is this, though? It's
They probably
Verts and Dead Stalker. Moving off to the west side here, probably going to be preparing for a lat ambush, which is going to be
Your squad's
perfect.
gonna help clear ammo hill first, or not ammo hill. Your help squad's gonna help clear not ammo hill, not ammo hill, the you know hilltop thing, because.
Do the British get medics for this one, given the medics now have the Seuss out? Yes, the British do get medics. However, there's only 2 medics for the entire platoon instead of 1 for the entire squad, or for each squad. I'm just pressing all around buttons. There we go. That's what I wanted.
What's your status back there?
And they're stuck again. Or not. That hum though, yeah, it's a diesel engine, that's for sure. Trying to get back up on the road. These events make my Saturdays. I love this game. Well, I got good news for you because we're going to be streaming on Sunday for the Stacked Up event. I believe on our Twitch and the official squad Twitch. My guy kind of behind the cameras, being Shadow Ritual, can go ahead and correct me on that. But we will go ahead and be doing the Stacked Up event. It'll be a postscriptum op? No, it's a Al-Basra op. On V12,
Please tell me this road is not an
I think.
invisible barrier preventing us from getting the APC back on track.
Or maybe it's postscriptum.
Such like the tracks
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure.
It just gets stuck.
Well, and the
front of
tracks,
it hits.
they don't have any traction.
So we have 2 militia over here who are going to be overwatching the British. They have no idea, though. Yes, it is a postscriptum event. Who are these? It is the Bartok Warrior and Ghost of Gaming. We're just kind of walking up behind Trident.
Squad force APC to relink back up with you.
4, just go to hilltop at all possible speed. 1, get that.
So,
moving back towards
just
the thing.
4's APC? Yeah, this is 4's APC moving up. The Bartok Warrior and Ghost of Gaming are going to get audio on that.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, they definitely can hear that right now. That's going to halt them a little bit. And Trident Squad may be able to get away here. Who is this? This is a saw and just a rifleman. He'll be able to see them through the trees.
Command confirmed. Hilltop estate.
I'm not entirely sure, Lord Chenka. I would say just look at the Discord. It'll keep you the most updated on what's going on. And we got a lot going out on the north side. That's going to be from Verts. I believe it went into Command's vehicle. What's here? So that is the Bulldog? Yes. I think? No. It was on the Logi. Verts goes down.
Yeah, it was a pretty lat team up to our north here.
And is the Logi down? No, it's not. It doesn't look like any type of British casualties whatsoever. 1 lat is down. Dead Stalker trying to crawl back to cover now.
We lost Verts. We lost Verts.
Hey, their coordinates. Coordinates are C224. C224.
Well, there goes that rush Pony was expecting.
Ammo hill.
See, Squad 1 is now maneuvering down off the hill, and Squad 2 maneuvering back up north to go over and assist to destroy those bulldogs. Trident Squad is in position right now, up on top of the hill. These British troopers, or these militia troopers, they're maybe moving north. Squad 1 might move up and just hit Squad 2 from the rear. Not entirely sure. There we go. Suppressive fire going out from both sides up to Hilltop encampment here.
We don't know where his buddy is. We're just gonna pull up the hill.
Copy.
Get the fuck out of there. They're swarming over moving to the south. Moving to the south. They're also. You got cut. We got clears on the hilltop. That squadron just fled.
Yeah, there goes all that suppressive fire. I love the new gun sounds, man.
Roger.
They do sound quite fantastic.
Okay, we lost one.
So through this window here. Ah, the beautiful FAL. That is a gun I want in real life.
Get up here, get online, and let's end this shit.
And it sounds absolutely beautiful in this game. Yeah, so now you can see these 2 APCs coming up.
Copy. Right. Yep.
Mortars going out on the militia side. Just a ranging shot, it looks like. Landed kind of in between everything. Where's Squad 2? I remember them moving up, so they chose up this northern hill. They might just be setting up, expecting them to come down this road. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing that, though.
Anyways, let's get 1 and 4 attacking Hilltop with the APCs. 3.
There we go. Expert coming in chat saying it will be a new operation for the post-scriptum event for Stacked Up tomorrow. And there we go. Mortars landing now. They are, I mean, they're right in the center of them, but just too spread out. So yeah, Pony telling Elbows men, keep on moving. Those mortars will chew you up. And I totally agree. Beautiful platoon line being set up by Pony here. Squad 1 is now moving down around south, around 2 and 3. They might engage them on this hill pretty dang soon here.
Come on, 1 and 4. I'm standing out here in the middle of the open. You guys.
There we go. Trident is now starting to engage Hilltop as well.
Yep, I see you.
Wasn't worth a 10 minutes detour. I think you mean the 20-minute detour. We got Trident being the main distracting force here. L85 just going off. Actually, no. 1 MG and 1 Mini-Me firing. And this is now a huge thing in V12 with how the suppression mechanics have been changed dramatically. Being shot at makes a huge difference on how much you can actually return fire. Subbounding and suppressing have changed completely. It is way more valuable now. And this is Bump Squad. Now moving up the hill right now. Going to be engaging the militia and CQC very, very soon here. Take a look at kills here. Only 1 for the British side, and that's it.
Okay, command be advised, my medic with her optic just DC'd.
Copy that.
But Squad 1 is down their medic. That is one of the only medics, one of the only 2 medics on this game right now.
Alright, it's looking like we're gonna be
Militia just starting to move to the northern window here. I think the Saul is going to see him. Yes, Shadow Ritual is the guy controlling the cameras tonight. I was going to be joined by HmL, however he had some game issues. Oh, Bump goes down. Who was that? Peeked that window. Flicker. Flicked on Bump. Nade goes out. It's going to go long. British now on the wall. Have they added destructible buildings yet? No. However, I can say we are working on something for the Squad Ops mod, so stay tuned for that one. This guy's vaulting through the windows. 1 goes down. That militia soldier is very lucky he didn't get crossfired right there. Nade goes out. Oh, you're dead, sir. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, alright guys, go around to the front of the building. This window's a death trap.
Yeah, Lex telling him go around the front side. Anderson vaulted through the top. He gets the SL. He gets another one as well. Oh, but he goes down to the saw. What an absolute boss.
We're here now.
Looks like he might have got another one as well.
They're throwing frags.
Alright, I'm gonna get down.
Sorry, Boogie. I have no idea. I like tagged you once.
He's a militia.
Hey, the northern building
He's the lat gunner. Sony with another set of his men. We got Best Pony as command pushing up as well here.
Alright, enemy.
Do you want the APCs moving north?
Go past me, vault that, go, get inside, get inside, get inside.
Sony telling his men to just push in, vault through.
We're gonna need to provide cover fire, obviously. Let's get this.
Alright, let's do bunny rig sec.
Alright, stack up.
Nope.
We're in this building.
Let's go.
Alright, I'm
Outside
running
area
immediately.
I have squad lead and I should not have it.
You're not even. Oh, okay, they're pushing past.
They're breaching the
There's no
building.
one on the top story, just the bottom. That's Atomic. He's gonna be watching this doorway. I think that's an FEL firing right now. Atomic maybe peeking here. Yeah, that was them fighting over the basement. Atomic, he doesn't quite know what he wants to do.
Was that you? They just placed something.
That was them. I don't know if that was an IED or what.
Grenade.
No, wait, they're...
Nate goes out on the British downstairs though. However, Atomic pushing past, he gets one. Oh, but he goes down. He might have got that MG if he just peeked a little bit later. You guys pull back.
Yeah, they're close.
MG's is gonna be watching the staircase.
Yo, squad, you should rearm. I got another grenade. You're allowed to rearm. You're allowed to rearm on vehicles and ammo bags.
Don't think they'll do destructive unless U4 can handle it. It's actually more of a server issue, believe it or not. Once we can offload stuff from the server a little bit more, it will be very, very nice. Oh, what is that noise? That is a glorious noise. Fulcrum gets hit once on the side with an RPG. He's still got plenty of health. Gunners are shotting out. Fulcrum is now by himself. I think that was the Dishka firing. That was a glorious noise from the Dishka makes. I love that noise. SPG trying to line up a shot here. Might be able to get one off. Bulldog takes a lot of shots. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Fulcrum pops in the gunner. He gets shot off. That is going to be it for that APC. They have successfully taken over this northern compound, though. Hilltop encampment. We got two men. The same basement's clear. However, Silas is still up. He's hiding behind this, like, steel gate here. He gets two. And it looks like Rayman trades with another British soldier as well. Oh my, beautiful. And now, let's go over to Ammo Hills. As I was going over, I did see them. We have militia sneaking up right next to Trident Squad. And Trident has absolutely no idea. Or maybe there is one man who's dead. Now they're looking this way. They know. Let's take a quick look, take out our kills here. We're at 16 for the British and 17 for the militia. So militia up by 6. Saw Gunner gets 1. That was Bybee.
Good work. Alright, SPG Techie is definitely in the north.
Trident off here by himself up to the north side. These British soldiers, I don't think they'll get video or any type of visual on them. Nade's going out. Oh, it's barely misses one. There you go. FEL takes out one man.
How's it going up there, Triton?
I think this is an FAL. It sounds like it. No, that's the AK. Nade going out. Might be a little short here. Oh, his buddy's has an nade out as well.
Oh, it's Silence dead. SPG Techie's down in
Oh, look, he puts down an ammo bag. Beautiful tactics right there. Yeah, I don't think he can resupply, though. He might have just... Oh, he can resupply. All right, so... Yeah, that's something we're trying out with V12, so they're just trying to see how that works. And that's, I like that. That is for sure. This grenade gets another one. Now, Trident's pulling back with only 3 men. He had a full 9 just a couple minutes ago. Looking at kills here, 12 and 19. Is Silas still up? Silas is still up.
All we can do about that is try and fend them off when they get here.
this man. That's quite interesting right there. Yeah, you try to moving off, go ahead and rejoin his men. The militia just moving in ever so slowly, 2 holding their position, 5 and 4. That's a lot of gunfire. Oh, they're firing up north on the militia too.
Infantry 200 meters north road.
Oh man, I love that new Dishka noise. Yeah, they only can resupply off a bag, so I mean that's how we limit how much they can carry. We also, I'm assuming, would be able to change the value of ammo points in these ammo bags in the mod. So we'll be able to go ahead and change that type of stuff. Round 2, no, this is still round 1. So we have an entire another round after this. And also, something that we might be trying out fairly soon here on the Squad Ops mod is a reduced bleed out timer. So basically, for our 1 life operations, you get, let's say, 10 seconds, 12 seconds to go ahead and start putting a bandage on someone. And if you don't get it within 10 seconds and you have to be a medic, then that person is going to be bleeding out. So only medics will be able to revive, and you have to get to that person within like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. But that's just a theory right now. Yeah, Sony is getting his men to build up this area, and Silas is still just chilling like a villain down here in this beautiful hiding position. Mortar is just landing on the outside of the compound. They can't go through walls, not yet. See, it's a shame. The militia actually set up a pretty good fire base here.
Just let him hammer us with indirect fire, it's not gonna do anything.
Just be aware there's still enemies in the basement, I think.
That's fine, just keep a guard on it.
Yeah, we might have to change around some of the ops. So just go and keep yourself updated on the Discord. That's gonna be where you're gonna find the most relative information. If you haven't been on the Discord before, again, squadops.gg is where you can find all of the stuff, including links to all of our social media and Discord, and sign up for these events and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, I got one down there.
Perfect.
Command.
There's a bulldog moving around here. This is Squad 4's.
Properly aim through it.
And these mortars just not doing much. They know to stay inside.
Just having it break with us.
Absolutely do that, yeah. That's probably what's best at this point. If we can get them in the compound, even if you can't aim properly, like, it's a big thing with lots of armor, and then we shoot at it, they'll let us.
There's a couple militia just watching over. I think they're just trying to wait for that bulldog to go past so that they can actually move up. They don't feel like pushing into armor. I don't know if you guys have seen the clip on Reddit yet, but there's a clip of a full squad charging a T-72 with knives only one HE shell takes out pretty much all 9 men. And I think that's exactly what the squad is trying to avoid right now, is that exact thing. I don't know, man. I don't know what the militia are trying to do here. I think they're up on kills. They are up by 7, but they got to move in. They can't just let the British hold this position. At least they can't, like, physically. It's not a part of the op.
So, is that APC just not making it?
Does Xbit have any pure tank ops lined up? I'm not entirely sure. I think he's in the chat, though, so he might speak up here. I know that there is a couple layers that we do have in mind making for some shenanigans for maybe different stuff of having a lot of vehicles.
We would have done better if they just gave us trucks instead of these fucking APCs.
I don't think there's any lats nearby. These guys are all ARs, and these are riflemen. Yeah, squad 1. They do not have any lats left. Looking over here. Shenanigans. Yes, exactly. That is the full intent of vehicles, if I'm correct. And kills were at 1320, so they're up by 7. That is the militia being up by 7. It's just, like, why? At this point, they might as well just get out and walk. Maybe he's not holding the right gear, though. That could be an option. There we go. Looks like he just needed momentum. Oh, he lost his momentum because he turned. Oh. What is going on with the gun here? Hold on a second. Wait, what? That is... No, you're... When you're in the turret, you want to shoot out, not into the turret. That's not right. You're supposed to shoot the enemies, not yourself. See, now this is why Americans make overweight vehicles, so that way they just sink into the ground and they always have grip. That's why all of our vehicles are overweight, over budget, right? That makes sense. Yeah, that gun is, no point. I mean, if it's not pointed directly at him. But I guarantee that round is gonna ricochet in that cabin. I'll have fun, that's for sure. It's like Russian roulette, but instead of, you know, do I have a gun or a round in the chamber? Is the bullet gonna ricochet and hit me? It's just, you know, chances at that point. I like how Silas is still in the basement. Like, this is just ridiculous. Here's Revy standing right up here, and here's Silas just chilling behind this door. Dash be pushing them in, telling them, alright, militia, you have to actually take this point back now.
Eyes on entry southeast. Break. Far south down the hill.
Alright, calling out into contact southeast far. Question is, where is Trident? Oh, wait, hold on. What's going on with the gun now?
Watch it.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, they have to manually turn the vehicle. Oh no. They're getting shot at. Which one though?
This is the
I think it's
funniest,
these
most
guys.
hysterical fucking thing. They have to turn the whole thing to turn the turret.
Yeah.
Wait, did we lose? Where's the other guy?
AR.
Which other guy?
Right now. Or
Your
one.
gunner.
Maybe he's just
Guy
AFK instead of an
Oh,
evil
okay.
genius. I mean, it being Silas, it's quite possible. It's trying to slowly return fire. I mean, I haven't seen militia move anyway to move up. Like they're just kind of consolidating. They're doing very, very slowly. And those tracers are accurate though. Prop to Trident with those, was it irons?
Wow, that's.
Am I even close to being relevant or no? Oh shit, they're shooting with the... Where you want the sound?
Yeah, gun is very broke. Looks like they might have fixed it though. I don't know. I guess Pony has a special touch. Oh, never mind. It's yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Man, I love that dish got long ranges. It just sounds so good. Ooh, mortar's going out. Lands on the compound though. No direct hit to that bulldog. I don't think there's anyone in it though. Oh, there is not. Maybe. Yeah, there is not.
On the bright side, this is a pretty good count of who's still alive.
Smoke mortars. Huh, okay. I think they're a little too early on that smoke here.
Alright, they're gonna come from the north, and probably they're gonna move from the southeast too, because they pop smoke both sides of the building.
I think Pony's overestimating the accuracy of these mortars. I don't think they intended to land right there.
Oh shit. Okay.
Silas is so AFK. I mean, he hasn't even budged. Like, I mean, he is still pointing the exact same direction. Oh, I'm going way past him. Like, he hasn't even... Oh, no. Maybe that's just character animation. Like, he hasn't done anything. And there we go. Squad 2 pushing up on the north side. It's like Silas. Silas actually does have a command role. He was an FTL, so he now has command chat. He's probably been relaying exactly what's been going on. Man, those AK rounds just sound so beefy. I don't know if it's oh, RPG goes out. Does it get Pony? No, Nasty Nate. Almost got Pony. Nate goes out. I think it bounced off the wall and then to the other side of the fence, almost getting a friendly. I like the confetti that gets thrown in the air now from explosions. I don't know if that AK is shooting 5.45 or 7.62, but it definitely sounds quite beefy. Pony tries to send out a nade. It lands right on the windowsill. It gets one though, still.
Yeah, you got one. They can get off my wall.
Perfect nade, actually.
That was the biggest nade throw I've ever done. I bounced it off one windowsill, off the other windowsill, and then down onto the ground.
Pony thinks he bounced the nade onto the ground. Little does he know. No, it was still on the windowsill. He could have very easily been killed himself.
Alright, they're coming in.
Who's this British that got him?
They're on the left side.
And mortars, or maybe, no, I think that it might have been a nade or a mortar. Grenade takes out one more.
If necessary, you might have to push through your basement to reinforce
Squad 2 losing quite a few men pushing this compound now. They are in the bottom floor, though.
On our side.
Stay away from the windows, kids. Did we just lose another guy to the fucking? I swear to God, stay away from the goddamn windows. How many times?
Yeah, this guy's trying to run.
Call me crazy, but that's
Run away from the window, and
climbing in
he
the
got
window on the second
friggin'
floor.
blasted.
Oh,
Nade goes out.
Watch
Oh,
out.
he threw it like right at my camera.
They're gonna come in
Yeah, I
second
hear 'em
floor
jump
through the
around.
windows. Watch out. There's a fucking staircase.
Check out the south side of here. These guys kind of stalled out right here. This is now the main push. They're starting to gear up to push through. Oh, it looks like there's British behind them, though. Is there? I don't know. No, they just were peeking and they got sniped out.
Where there's one, there's two.
Militia all stacking up on the staircase. Are they all in a line? They're all in a line on the staircase.
The last breath.
That's not a tactic
can't
at
do that
all.
many on
That
the
is
field.
not something that you should be doing.
You overestimate how well our plan was working.
Yeah, command this is 3. We're gonna hold here as long as we can.
Silas must be liberated. I 100% agree. I don't know who's this British soldier shooting at them. I think this is family, but they can't actually see him.
More running on the south.
Like, what?
Watch the window if they're climbing.
I'm 100% sure family is the guy who's shooting at them, but they cannot see him.
A little bit. Could you like inch forward a little bit? So your arms aren't in.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Now the British are clearing out the rooms here. Looks like they got command. Yeah, command went down.
We're getting ganked. Not many of us left.
I'm hearing reports of the west wall as well.
Is he gonna throw a nade in? He's gonna kill his friendly. This guy's a nade prepped.
So you guys.
Family peeks. Doesn't get the SL. He trades though. The radio has been placed by the British. They're starting to proxy it. Just Swine now left on this northern compound, that is. Let's go and check out the southern one, though. Is Silas... Oh, Silas pushed! We missed Silas's great escape. Where did he go? Oh, we missed Silas. Boo! Yeah, they're setting up in different areas here. We got one guy in the basement just watching the main entrance to it. Is this the second sound right? No, this is still the first round. So we got another probably hour, I would say.
Okay, let's go. We're reinforcing the north building.
Oh, yes, they're telling the men, just get out of here. We're going down to the very first building.
Be careful, be careful.
Or the northern building.
I got a frag.
They're all moving, like, as soon as the British push in. Looking at kills here, we're at 23-28. Militia up by 5.
Okay, let's push.
Kneeholes watching this doorway.
There's no one in here.
And he gets him.
They're pushing, I got one. You want me
Copy.
to hold?
Fall down.
Okay.
Fall back in with me.
They're pushing.
Yeah, they're bounding through
Go
this
Fall back
basement.
with me.
I mean, it's a great way of doing it, that's for sure.
You hear him?
Silas will go ahead and watch here. These guys move down through. Beautiful tactics being shown right there. I think he actually might be able to hold this angle right here. If he does, that is a very, very great angle.
I'm gonna push in.
Yeah, he can.
This corner's clear.
I'm reloading.
Check next corner. Check.
I think Swine's about to get pushed here. Yeah, Swine gets one with his MG.
I don't think there's anyone in the tunnels.
Checking this hallway.
You should be clear to just run through them.
Yeah, they don't. They want to push this, but at the same time, they don't. This guy's he's gonna peek it. This guy has to warn him. The soul was probably yelling at Zaki, "Don't peek the door," and yeah, he did.
Follow me, guys. Follow me. Friendly's coming in from the base.
Copy.
There might be a couple of them on the second floor.
Swine is calling out the couple in there. Oh, nade goes out. It's still on the other side of the sandbag, though. Oh, but it still gets Swine. Beautiful sweep and clear right there. So now the rest of the British are in the basement. I believe that's it. There's still guys on this far hill. Here's the thing, right? The militia are broken up in half. If all the militia here go down, I think the British may have a chance.
Let's go. Breach.
They almost got it.
Just gonna peek the staircase. Oh, he doesn't get him though. He gets him, but there's one militia comes around from the backside, gets two. Ah, and Revy gets him. So now there's two militia left here, two militia on the north, on the up top, two British below. All the other militia are off on their like hilltop encampment. That is 5 men. So it is right now 2v7. However, really, it's only 2v2 in this one location.
Well, I have to retake the radio room, which is upstairs.
Yep.
You should try shooting through the wall, see if pen has changed. I believe they did change how penetration works. I'm assuming like 7.62, 51, or 308 is going to be a little bit better. Nihil's throwing a nade down. It's right at the doorway. Might get one. I don't think so. No. Throw a nade, tell him to push. Oh, he gets in the room.
Just gonna check clear this room real quick.
There's a lot of admin cams.
He's in this room on the east side. Let's get him.
Okay.
It's like a bee swarm. Nade goes out on the British side, or the militia side.
Let's get this guy. You guys ready?
Revy saying, "You guys ready?" I think he means "you guy ready."
Just the two of the thing.
Okay, you ready? I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna hook right.
You take left.
Oh, that was not. Oh, he gets one though, and he doesn't get the second one. That's all the British troopers down. That would be GG. End of round 1. We'll be going on a quick break with round 2. Looking at it, we're at 29-33. So it came down a pretty close call right there. But in the end, militia victory. This is definitely one of my favorite ops, just because how dynamic it is. Like I said, we'll be back with round 2. If you want to go ahead and sign up for these operations, check us out at squadops.gg. You can find everything there. And then, if you like just watching the streams, of course, you can go ahead and follow us at twitch.tv/squadops, and you can find all of our VODs over at youtube.com/squadops, where you can also watch the streams there. So yeah, we'll be back in just a few minutes with round 2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out to SOTT Basic. I'm your instructor today, Hammering Hutch. You guys can simply just call me Hutch. When we are suppressing an enemy target, the whole intent of this is to keep the enemy's head down so an adjacent unit can maneuver onto them. During this process, we have a thing that happens automatically and organically, whether it be with buddy teams or fire teams. The whole intent is to ensure there's no lull in the gunfire, thus talking guns. Open fire. Contact front. Alpha, bound. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down. Bravo, bound. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down. All right, Bravo set. Alpha up. He sees me. I'm down. You're now in what is known as a file. You're now in what is known as a staggered column, and usually used when on patrol or when moving from one location to another where contact is imminent. And these are a few of the basic formations that we use during squad ops.
Apparently I didn't hear any of that. I just caught with MGs and medics, so what do I get exactly?
Actually, get back. Guido and Hero, you guys have the medics. Joe and Dentrick, you guys have the MGs. And then get your kits sorted real quick, and then we'll go over the plan. What we're gonna do.
Alright, go over, I have one medic.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to round 2 of Operation Jester for Squad Ops One Life events. This is an interesting op. We definitely see how it kind of can get played out with round 1. I like the militia plan to kind of stay spread out and collapse onto the British. However, I think the British might have gotten a little bit unlucky. Just with how their vehicles got played out and stuff like that. They took a long time to get in position. They weren't able to do the full rush like they wanted, and they lost too many men in that push. But anyways, let's go and talk about how this operation gets played out. There's 3 mission options for this single operation. That is option red, yellow, and green. So I'll go over that right now with the map. I'll do green first here. Green is the British must attack and secure one of the 3 green shields that the militia get to go ahead and choose. So the militia, they choose their starting place as whatever the green shields are, and it looks like they chose the middle shield. That's going to be Delta 2, if I can read it correctly. So that is the place that the militia have to go ahead and, the British must clear out if they choose option green. If they choose the option yellow, British may go to any one of the yellow shield markers, set up a fob, and hold it. And they have to hold it until the British or the militia try to clear them out completely. And for the red objective, that one we have to kind of show, as this is not with the mod anymore. They have to go ahead and attack Hilltop encampment on Delta 2, sub 1, sub 2, around there, and clear them out completely. And it's basically like the yellow option. However, you only get one, what's it called? You only get 1 point that you get attack. I think we're actually perfect time to join in on top of their command brief. So we're just going to listen in on this right now.
Guys, you all did very well. We successfully attacked, defended at the same time, which is, difficult to do, and it wouldn't have happened without all of you. So give yourselves a pat on the back. Now what we're going to be doing is we got to do the opposite, basically. We're going to be looking for their fob while we defend our own. But in order to get a fob, we're going to have to set up route security so that Hero's logistics unit can push up and set up a fob at mark in Foxtrot 227. Or actually, it's Foxtrot 4, but... Or Foxtrot 24. There we go. Anyways, so he's going to set up a fob up there. The order of the squads going south from there will be Bag of Joe will be on the MG mark, Alpha Guido will be on the lap mark, and then Dentric squad will be on the vehicle mark to the south. We're going to be providing a wall of security that the Logi will be able to drive up behind. From there, once we get mortars up in that grid up there, we're going to be pushing pretty much east, trying to find the enemy fob and destroying it to disable their mortars and stuff like that. Yes, west, correct. See, I was just checking to make sure you guys were paying attention. Right? Oof. All right. Any questions? Any questions?
I have one. Do you think you'll be ready in 5 minutes?
I mean, wait, hold on.
Yes.
I can't ever get into admin cam when I die. Shift B don't work for me, man.
I'll DM you after the game.
Alright.
Yeah. There's some we can do to try to fix that. Alright, well, if there's no questions, everybody else get to your squads. They'll do some touch-up briefing with you and get ready to move out.
What's chain of command?
Chain of command goes Guido, Hero.
Alrighty, so very, very simple British plan by Sighart right there. Let's go over the commands right now. On the British side, of course, we have Sighart as the commander, with his SL being the Alpha Guido. Well, let me press the right buttons here. Hero, Dentric, and Bag of Joe. And then on the opposing side, the militia. They get Best Pony as the command with Nasty Nate, Trident, Revy, and Bump. So the plan for the British is for them to go way up north here, if I can click the right buttons again, to go way up north and secure the yellow fob location up on the eastern side of the map. and then set up as a platoon line on this hill right here, which is actually a fairly solid hill for them to attack. As you can see, the militia, they've chosen the fob location that is going to be on like the direct opposite side of that hill. So they'll definitely have some crossfire going on. We'll see how the militia want to push out and assault them. It'll be interesting, though. Let's see, it looks like they're just waiting for their brief right now. They got commands rolling around, stuff like that. So it looks like they'll be ready to go pretty soon here. Hopefully we won't have a hour-long round like we did last time, but that's all dependent on, well, I mean, really, last round it was taking so long because it took almost 30 minutes for the vehicles to get set up and pushed through the forest. So, yeah, maybe this round will be a lot shorter as Sokar is choosing the easy thing to do and just sticking to the roads.
2 medics, and I want to make sure we don't lose them early on.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah, I mean, just saying. Other than that, no, there's no real specific formation. If who's going to be on the wings or whatnot.
Raj.
So yeah, it looks like Sukar is now actually just doing individual squad briefs, and we'll be ready to go live pretty soon here.
With the technical, or is that probably just gonna stay back towards the end?
We don't know. Just keep your eyes and ears open. All right, we're gonna head up over here now once we're done. So we're gonna line up on the left side of the road.
How much spread do you want between people?
Why are you calling them there?
Standard spread, 10 meters spacing.
Raj.
We're just gonna have to. Yeah.
But because we're in the middle.
I mean, you can pull sure to clear the road at 9s.
I don't know if there's been an official lifetime that's been released here. Doesn't look like it. But both sides are pretty much set up.
Visually.
Are we gonna know if they're gonna be fortress or not, or we're just gambling on where they're gonna be?
Can't play it yet, so gotta watch you digging it. Yeah, I've actually been really enjoying V12 just looking at it. I've actually haven't played it myself that much. I've only played about an hour of it. I didn't play any of the play tests. I did look at a lot of the content stuff though through the SDK. But just looking at the game and just kind of admiring it from the cam, it is quite glorious. It looks beautiful. They redid the shaders, and just things just look so much nicer now. I don't know what they did, but it's just, I don't know. There's just something about it. It just looks a little bit crisper.
We're gonna play this aggressively, but if we come into too heavy contact, it's clear we can't push.
And also something else I really like is these camo nettings that they have on the, really any APC actually.
Basically, you hit the back of the, on the Abrams, you hit the back of the turret.
Kind of helps to remove the shininess of the vehicles.
3's gonna be in the vehicles, and then 1 and 4 on the right side of the road.
Yeah, what the hell?
2, you're gonna be on the left.
So going with the classic
Sorry,
platoon split in half, push up the road. Just gotta figure out what squad is on which side.
Commander can't tell his left from his right. Don't worry about it. Or his east from his west. I can do north and south perfectly fine though, so don't worry about that.
Come here, Peach.
We're staying here. Pretty much a lot for a while.
What do we get then? The 2 lodges?
We get 1.
1 lodge.
1.
Yes, if you guys have any questions about squad ops, feel free to go ahead and ask them in the chat. Same with anything about the game. I know a decent amount about the game, and anything about the mod, I can most likely answer.
Switch it.
Or modding in general.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter.
I love the character animations while riding in transport.
You guys are all gonna end up on the left side of the
I
road.
know for a fact V12 they didn't have any. I don't know if they added them in V12. Sorry, V11 they didn't have any, but V12 I don't know if they added them. Like I said, I haven't really played.
We're going
yet,
straight north.
I haven't
And
seen
then
anything
Arrow's
like that
going
yet.
to run up once we secured it. First things route security, and then push.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just resupply off of the ammo bag and run away. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think They all just huddled around the ammo bag and just resupplied. Poor rifleman. Do Off-Road Industries approve/promote variations of their game like squad ops and zombies? Yes, they totally do. Actually, I was the streamer for the main zombie stream, and they put me out on their Twitter, which was very, very nice of them. And then, of course, for squad ops, we do a lot of things with them directly, whether if it's through the modding stuff, or like the event that's gonna be coming up tomorrow, which is Stacked Up. We're going to be doing stuff with OWI for their stream.
That was an accident. That guy jumped through the window unexpectedly.
That's a
I
word.
did- I didn't even. I
Hey.
didn't know there was a staircase there. I shot through him, and then the bullets kind of hit you. They kind of sort of hit you.
What the fuck? Hey,
Not Mike.
don't spam your
It's
mics.
not hot mic.
Hey, Lone Dots, make sure you're up front with Bravo, please.
Yeah, the Troopers mod I think looks really nice. Like they did a lot of models and graphics, and I gotta play it. That's for sure. They did a lot of nice little work there. Do riflemen still get sandbags in addition to ammo bags? I believe they do. Just looking at the roll loadout here. If I was to click here, maybe I might have to resupply. I don't know. I don't want to mess up their stuff, but I believe they got barbed wire, sandbag, and an ammo bag.
A helmet is not
When
the
is
best
it?
as long as it protects your head.
Also, on their squad ops, ever use the helicopters mod? Love to see that. So here's the thing, right? We usually do stuff that's only released fully by OWI or by our own mod team, just because it is sometimes a little hard to coordinate with other teams. But we also want really, really high quality products as well. Now, we've been kind of waiting for the helicopter mod to get to a point where it is very, very mature and something that, literally the devs could probably drag and drop and be in the game and someone thinks that it was made by a professional. And I personally think the helicopter mod has reached almost there. So it's really dependent on when is OWI going to be introducing helicopters, and if it's a long time away, is it going to behoove us to go ahead and use the helicopter mod? So there's a possibility that we will be using the helicopters, the helicopter mod. If not, once helicopters do get fully introduced to the game, we will most definitely be using them in operations. I've got a live time 1:39, so we still got 2 minutes here.
We got quite a rascally bunch here.
And so HmL should be joining me here if he can get his stuff working. So let's see if he can speak up and say stuff.
Yeah, I finally managed to get myself. I should be able to join you guys for the rest of the round. Pretty good op from what I've seen already. XF did a great job solo casting it as he always does. So I'm excited to join him for round 2 at least.
Yeah, it's definitely good to go and cast these. This will be the first time that I've at least seen you cast. So it'll be fun. That's for sure.
Yeah, always nice to have a buddy helping me out practice.
Yeah, for sure. This is the real simulation. Yeah, we try to keep it a little more real than like a normal pub match. I can say that with the new suppression systems, it makes a huge difference to have fire teams to coordinate and bound by covering fire. It just I haven't played an op yet with it, but I have to now. Seeing this, I have to try it. I gotta see how the suppression works and just bounding by a fire team with just bullets flying over your head. Oh, it'd be glorious.
Yeah, V12's added so much. I'm really excited to play. I have an issue with my squad where unfortunately I can't join many servers, but when I have, the fire teams are a great mechanic. Honestly, OWI has gifted us with fire teams to help us out with squad ops, and they're really nice. They're useful too. I really like them so far from what I've seen.
Well, I mean, they didn't add it because of squad ops. They added it because they wanted them.
No, they didn't add them because of squad ops, but I'm saying it helps us a lot.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I believe how it works is, like, let's say I have more people in my squad, I just click and drag them down, and it would automatically make a new fire team. So it's pretty simple.
No.
I like the new UI. It's super clean. But we're live. So enough about chatting about UI and stuff like that. We can see these troopers just running out.
Wait a little bit. There you go. It's so easy. Make sure you're at least 10 meters.
Alright, we're gonna hold up, guys. We're gonna let them get a.
Dude, this gun looks amazing.
Alright.
Wait.
Alright, so Kiwi, and you think?
Do it for the views.
I don't have.
Do it for the views.
Once we secured village, here you can move up to that far.
The squad is just getting better and better. It really does. It really is. I think it's becoming a lot more mature. I'm not saying that the game wasn't mature, but like the quality of the game is getting a lot more mature. They're starting to finish all the small little stuff and all that kind of stuff like that. British objective, militia objective. Yes. So the people who are joining us, this is a multi-mission operation. So, meaning that the British get to choose 1 out of 3 missions, that is red, yellow, or green. The British chose the yellow mission, and on top of that, they chose to go ahead and push the yellow shield marker, which is up in this Fox 2 sub 5 grid square, where they have to set down a radio and then defend it. The militia have to go ahead and just attack the British and just kill them all. So, militia, a lot more simple, but is a lot harder to tell what the British intent is.
Alright guys, so how I've assigned this, you should be using the
last
terrain
round I'm pretty sure the British chose the red option for their
round.
attack. They chose to attack Hilltop.
You guys are a little bit familiar with it.
Pony did a great job actually getting up there, and it was pretty interesting to watch.
Guido, you're gonna be pushing across some new stuff.
He took a lot of casualties getting up there, and the militia were able to clean them up as they came through the attack.
New things are an adventure.
Yeah, I think also just the amount of time that he spent just trying to get his bulldog just over a little hill. It might have been a little bit of a waste there as well.
Everybody knows we are in the village now.
Once the last guy from 4 gets through, Hero, go ahead and pull up. And then get security for yourself.
Yeah, right now I really like the British team's movements. They're putting 4 of their squads. 3 of their squads, actually.
Ooh, squad 1 on the militia side set up on the hill. These British are going to be all out of the open. This will be just disgusting if the militia can get the jump on these guys. Bump has to see them.
Alright, so Joe, I'll probably have
he totally saw him.
To,
the way how he ducked back right there, he totally saw them.
to help me place rear.
And the Brits are going right up onto that hill. That's their plan. They're pushing 2, 3 squads onto that hill, right up to Bump squad.
This might go very well or very, very poorly for Bump. He's got to get his ARs firing now.
Like, he's got his guys in line.
Go ahead and get it.
Lambin goes off. He's firing right for 3 men. None of them go down. There we go. L85 on return. Nade goes out. Yeah, these militia, just throw your nades down the hills. Looks like Nade gets 1. That body went flying. Oh my gosh. Nade go down on the British side as well.
Looks like the militia retreating.
I would. They saw the entire platoon. That's a big lol nope.
No casualties on the militia side yet. It looks like 1 person sticking behind Fulcrum. He's hit and he's running behind.
Barely misses a nade. He's got to just keep on moving. But he's not. What is he doing? He's throwing a nade.
West. Copy.
Just passed.
Really good engagement for the militia there, right off the bat. A lot of fear into the Brits right there on their assault.
Well, not to mention just the fear, but it also forces that command to change his tactics. Command being Sugheart. And you can see all of a sudden, he went from everyone going up to the northern hill to now the entirety of Squad 4, and I would assume a little bit more as well. Just look at the amount of people down there to go ahead and move down to the southern hill. So command has to stay on his toes now and move up his tactics and all that kind of stuff.
Other side of the road.
Bump is already long gone.
Guido, I'm gonna have you strike north.
Only 1 kill.
Looking at the scoreboard here, there's only 1 kill for militia, and who got that? Lima Bean gets
You're
that kill
gonna
on
have to
Militia.
kill Joe as he moves north.
Only one kill so far. Quick engagement, but it was pretty intense right away.
Yeah, that was a lot of lead getting thrown around right there. Solvency came out to get back from the sandbox to play here again. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll be here all day. Sorry, you were saying, HmL?
Keep yourself in depth lane.
He's a Dishkateki on Cemetery Hill over here by the militia, hitting the entire British platoon on top of Bumsel. There's a squad with him.
Yeah, just they're in range of their fob as well, so they're able to set up defenses and those Dishkos and SPGs just like they were planning.
Oh, sorry, that's not the entire Brit platoon. That's just Dentric squad. Still a lot of firepower. This is overwhelming, especially with the new suppression mechanic in V12. The Dishka is just so powerful. They have SPG Techie and Dishka Techie on this hill as well.
I can't get over how good these Dishkas sound. It's just they're I think my new most favorite sounding gun in the game. That just dunk 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 dunk. But I think the biggest thing here is now with that fire support fob, they know where it is, meaning they gotta go ahead and I don't think they're gonna be able to hold this hill. I think they gotta get set up in their position and just hold it. They can't set up on a platoon like what they were wanting to do. It's just not gonna work anymore.
Yeah, and sorry, XF, I missed the plan of missed Brit's plan. Do you know exactly what their objective was?
Yeah, so the British plan was to go ahead and push the yellow shield marker, which is up in Fox 2, sub 5, sub 2, right around there, and then get the rest of their platoon on line north to south, which is on the hill that they're currently on, spread out basically from where 2 is all the way up to that Fox 2-5 location.
If we get mortars up, we should be fine.
That was the original plan.
Looks like their plan hasn't changed much. Like you can see one squad, Bagajo, still moving north, and who's the other commander? Pony. Pony pushed Bump Squad off of that hill, and the British team has just a free walk over to their objective. There's no one over there. They have no eyes with these HMGs looking at them. So I think the Brits just have a free pass at this. I think the Brits are going to get over to their objective scot-free, and it's just going to be attack defend for them.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. However, I mean, Squad 4 is definitely far south here, and that might be to their benefit just because once the British start to just kind of set up and wait for the militia to start to attack them, that's going to leave Squad 4 in a great location to get a flank on these militia. That is if it looks like Squad 1 on the militia side might be pushing down to the same hill that Squad 4 is on.
Keep me updated on your contact, guys.
It'll definitely be interesting, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to see some more movement coming out of the militia team. I don't think Pony knows exactly what the British objective is yet. Of course, it's too early to decide, to figure out what they're doing, but I think I'd like to see Bump Squad 1 move around and flank mine entrance to go to the west of Squad 4. I think doing something crazy with Bump Squad would be nice to see.
Alright, 4 any casualties?
More guys on the right side of the river.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Alright,
We've got mortars going out, though. See where these guys land. Might be on the southern hill. Could be the original point where they pushed, though.
Casualties here right now. We heard mortars coming out. We're pulling back south in case those are at us.
We're pulling out.
And yes, it is on the hill that they originally pushed. I mean, it lands right next to a trooper. Who was that? The Bartok Warrior. How is this man still alive? I mean, it landed right on top of his face, pretty much. What are casualties, though? We got 2 on either side, though. Always look at downs for doing our one life, just in case someone respawn right at the beginning. That's what we do. Just always look at these downs. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, right now it looks like Bega Joe's squad and command made it to their objective. I don't think there's anything else for them to do as long as they're holding it. Right now, they're in their kind of platoon line that I think Sug was talking about. Two's covering that southern hill, and four's covering the far southern flank. And it looks nice. I think they're just waiting for three to go in with the Logi, and then they'll fully situated there. And like he said, very little casualties. Only 2 on each side, and the British team already made it to their objective. It's really good for the British team right now.
For sure, having the militia don't have anything to assist them on an attack, and now that they have to go ahead and be on the attack is gonna be a little bit harder.
You guys are on the side.
Yeah, I think militia's greatest advantage is the mortars especially for this objective that the British chose. Mortaring the static emplacement of their fob would be pretty good, as well as those techies, right? Those movable Dishka techies,
Yeah.
those movable emplacements are really great for covering fire, in even just knocking heads off people in general.
I mean, that SPG with the frag rounds, assuming they didn't fire them all off, it definitely can do a lot of damage just to, get around something and then just blow it to bits.
Radio was placed on the yellow comp, which means British have successfully completed their, and Squad 3, led by Hero, is going to be gunning it down the road now to get there.
I'd like to just quickly welcome everyone who is joining in a little bit late to the stream. This is Operation Jester. It is a British versus militia op on Fool's Road. What vehicles do each side get? I'll go ahead and pull it up for you real soon. But I believe British only get this one single Logi. Oh, they do have animations in the back. Oh, that's beautiful.
Last scene, their Chikateki, we had it smoking and it was less of the hill like we were coming
This guy crying?
Their SPG techie, they want to get out of there.
Let's not talk about religion.
No,
we're going to war, dudes.
Regular techie is still smoking, and they have Dishka emplacements all around the ring.
Alright, yeah, I'll go over their vehicles and stuff right now. Same with commands to get everyone who's joining in a little bit later updated. So, on the British side, their vehicles is only 1 Logi. On the militia side, they get 1 Dishka, 1 SPG, 2 Logis, and 1 transport truck. Our commands are Sughart on the British side, SLs being the Alpha Gudo, Hero, Dentrick, and Bag of Joe. And on the militia side, for round 2, it is Pony as command, with Nasty Nate, Trident, Revy, and Bump as the SLs.
Hero, I need you on me to build the
Ooh, lat goes out. Just right over.
It's short again.
I mean, no, it was short.
I even aimed way over there.
I mean, Baggage
Oh, you
called
can.
out.
That RPG was so close to hitting that techie. You can see the blast mark is maybe 2 feet below hitting that techie. So close.
Gets up there. Where do you want us?
Yes, the commentators is XF, of course, with being joined by HmL. The guy behind all the cameras is Shadowed Ritual.
Right now, so I want you to take up where Joe's position was. Foxtrot.
I think this techie's engine's been shot out.
Alright guys, once you get up there, we're gonna move to Foxtrot 384 and get in line.
Yeah, I think this techie's engine's been shot out. So they're not going to be moving that Dishka techie anymore. Another great thing about V12 is damageable engines.
Moving to Echo 226 right now. Alright, Dentrick, do you have eyes on enemy position still?
It's a great way to, get an IFV or APC kind of stuck out in the open.
Give me that cord then.
Just go ahead and shoot them. Shoot them right in the rear, destroy their engine.
Oh.
477.
Looks like the militia are trying to move it. I think you're right. I think the engine was shot. Oh, maybe not. Someone's in the seat here.
E474.
Cardboard is trying to drive it out.
There we go. So looks like Squad 4 pulled off that southern hill by Village, went ahead and go to the far east side, is now moving up in the ravine. They'll be joining up with the platoon fairly soon here. I'm going to guess they're going to be in between the FOB and 2. And we can see Squad 1 taking up the southern hill of the FOB. Militia have to be on the attack, though. That's the thing. It is not a British attack, I believe.
Alright, mortars.
Yeah, I think they're mortaring our old edition.
I have perk sight on that hill. If mortars splash there, I'll be able to see it.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me pull it up real fast. British must move and secure the 2 FOB locations.
I got at least a full squad up on that hill.
Wait, here, did you mortar yet or no?
Mortars.
Yeah, British must hold and protect.
Okay, let me know when you mortar.
Militia mortars look short. Unless those are the British mortars. These mortars for militia are 100 to 50 meters away from their OP on Cemetery Hill. I'm pretty sure these must be the British mortars, unless the militia think that the British are assaulting them from the east, which is highly possible. I don't think the militia know exactly what the British objective is and if they've even made it there.
Copy that.
I think the British have a pretty good idea where these guys are. That mortar barely misses Squad 1. Fairly soon, though, that hill is going to be peppered. And they're no longer going to be able to stay on the hill.
Was that friendly or no?
Mortars dropping on 4, hill 1. These are good mortars.
A massive amount of engagement here by Squad 1 shooting at militia.
Wow, and look at that. 1 mortar dropped on this OP for militia and they scattered. Like ants, they just scattered. 3 militiamen looking north, trying to help out Squad 4. Nasty engage Bagajo squad. More mortars dropping. Ooh.
Alright, Squad 1 on the British side are now in retreat. They realize that is no longer a good location to hold. We still got Squad 3 on the militia side over here on Hilltop Encampment. Probably assuming that maybe that is still their objective, but they hear the mortars go out, so that means they know what the objective is.
We need to split that mortars more. You're taking the 2 exact places.
Yeah, and Dentrick just said they need to spread out these mortars, and these mortars are spot on the hill, but they are landing in one single place, and they just keep on coming. Fortunately, there's no one there, and all the militia are running away successfully. I don't think the mortars actually killed anyone. Still 2 casualties for militia and 3 down for British, so no kills on those mortars. Yeah, still firing in the same place. Unlucky. But that is getting the militia to pull off the hill, so the northern side of Hill 415 is completely empty. No militia there.
Back to original positions. Dentrick, get on that hill to the south. Guido in the middle. Joe, get on your.
Yeah, I mean, it is a total platoon line set up. I think if I was Pony's position right now, I would have Squad 1 go ahead and push along the southern road and come up on the flank of these guys. And then from there, they can see where Squad 3 can maneuver. My guess is Squad 3 is going to end up going north and pushing this hill right up here on Echo 1, sub 2.
I'm going to keep them suppressed on the hill for a moment to keep them from using it again.
More mortars drop. They are in the same place though. They need to spread those out. Push them south, maybe 50 meters, and you'll get at least 2 kills. They're just landing in the same place. They destroy some sandbags, but no one's there. They've abandoned that position long ago.
Alright, Joe, bunker up in those buildings there that you just passed through. Hero, you have
Yeah, I think Event Admin has realized these militia are not wanting to move. So he's going to give them a little bit of a shove, telling them, alright, time to get the move on.
Copy that.
I'd really like to see these mortars just be 50 meters south. I would kill at least 3 right now at this Dishkateki. Maybe even in that south.
I'll send a few rounds.
Yeah, I think the problem is the SLs who are spotting these mortars, they're spotting them, they're saying, oh, they're landing on top of the hill. What they really need is they know that they're retreated and they're behind cover, which means they're behind the hill. So you want to see these mortars land behind the hill, not on top of the hill. That just comes down to knowing how to do stuff. Like small little things.
It looks like Dentric Squad 2 for the Brits are actually pushing onto Hill 415. Good use of the mortars, I guess, pushing all the militia off that hill. Looks like Dentric might try to take it.
Shedded says, I know how to do stuff. Yeah, but do you know how to spot mortars, Shedded? That's the real question.
British here using their rifleman ammo bags. Great use of that. They're resupplying their nades. Something added in V12. Great use of that.
Can someone get eyes on my hill? And there's still contact.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the ammo count is. Shadow's telling me that it's about 20 though, which means they get what, like 5 nades?
Wait, when I gotta get eyes on, I have a good line of sight from here.
Alright, hold on, mortars.
Dentric's actually pushing the militia, even though he doesn't have to.
Yeah, I agree. He doesn't have to, but
I mean, if the militia are gonna give up their location, he can shut up these mortars.
I really do like this push. I like the idea of it. It just doesn't seem.
I would assume there's a squad up on that hilltop.
I think the timing is going to be poor because Squad 1 is moving up north, and Dentric Squad is going to get on top of the hill. It might work out for him, but it also might not.
Yeah, you're right. They might run into each other. Well, as soon as Pony fires his mortars again, I think Dentric's going to get ears on that, and he's going to peek over the hill as soon as Bump Squad 1 on militia. It's going to be right there. And it actually looks like Bump Squad is turning around.
Yeah, Squad 1, they just turned around. I don't know what you guys are doing.
They might be going to mine?
Maybe. No, I think they're going around. They're just using the defilade in the hill. Pony updated his orders. They're running back the same way.
Wait, where was their other
Dentric's on top of the hill.
Bartok might peek this hill.
Never mind, I see it.
Dingo might peek this hill. They might see Pony. The thing is, Pony's so close to the hill that if you peek it, you got to be looking straight at him in order to see him. And that's
yeah, you gotta go
feet.
full peek.
Yeah. Skylining to the maximum there. You're gonna get popped if you. Dentric firing.
I believe. Did they get on their own Dishka? Yeah, they got on the militia Dishka.
Militia Dishka. Add Squad 4 Nasty Nate Squad.
That's quite glorious right there. Does he get anyone though? That's the real question. Looks like he got one.
He got one.
No,
you're right.
2. No, yeah, we got one.
Yeah, Dentric, you got a lot of guys crawling around there.
Oh,
Surgeon's hit.
Yeah.
Right there.
Best Pony pushes off the mortars. He's going up the hill. I'm sure he told Squad 1 to push that hill as well. Yeah, Squad 1 is turned around now, pushing direct north. I think Dentric's going to be absolutely screwed here if he doesn't move right now. He's got to push south into Pony.
Okay, hold on, my guy's telling me inaccurate information. Hey, Dentric, do you know where you took SPG fire from?
Oh wow, Surgeon can see these Brits on the hill, but it's through. Oh, he's firing. Oh, he's just spraying.
Man, that Dishka noise is... I can't get over it. It is a glorious noise.
It is really nice, yeah. Oh, Lat comes out. Doesn't need anybody, I don't think.
Pony is still pushing up this hill. He throws a nade.
Another frag comes out. Does that get one?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Pony's nade got one. I totally did.
So much suppression coming from Nasty. And Bump Squad's coming from the south as well. Dentric managed to sandwich himself.
Alright, give me something.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was all from the timing. That's all it was.
Unlucky, and Bump is looking super aggressive here. Wow.
Alright, Joe, how are you looking up there to the north?
We're off there right now.
Oh, there we go. Dingo walks into them. Now Dentric knows that he's screwed.
Oh, those are heading our guys.
Nade goes out. Just far. Dentrick peeks, you get instantly popped. He's only got Frederick. So many icks.
Dentrick, I'm engaging the guys on the hilltop for you.
Alright, Mango,
And Frederick goes down as well.
and pull south if you need to.
I think that's only. I think that leaves only 2 men. Yeah, it leaves 2 of Dentrick's men's left who's moved up north.
Where they were, but they pulled back to this compound that one of my swellmates and I were trying
These
to
2 men, they could start suppressing. Actually, I think they could probably push over this hill if they do it right. They could clear out these 4 men easy. Very, very easily. I think Squad 1 will be able to see these guys, you know, just kind of silhouette themselves.
Alright, so it looks like Squad 2 on Militia, led by Revy, is actually on the northwest end of the British Con. They've taken the Techie and a Logi around here and they're trying to get eyes and flank. I think Squad 1, Bag of Joe, might actually see. I think he did spot him. If I was listening correctly, I'm not sure. D129. Not quite. I think he was calling out the Techie if he spotted that. No militia forces there, but that is still accurate enough. So the British have spotted this militia flank coming. And I don't think the militia spotted the British yet.
Just like I was saying, Squad 3, those on Hilltop encampment, they've started moving north right to where I wanted them to. Or I called out at least. But again, Squad 1 has eyes on, what is this, Militia Squad 2? Yes. So, I don't know, we'll start to see. Yeah, it looks like 3 just reoriented themselves to go directly to 1.
Mango, heads up. You got groups coming from your
Softfire coming out on to Militia Squad 2. No casualties yet, but those are pretty good mark. Who's this? Lima Lawn Darts. Lawn Darts on this, guided by Bag of Joe.
So currently, the 2 men that are left from the FOB, or from Dentrick's squad, have taken cover behind the militia Logi, and just trying to use it as concealment. However, there's a militia trooper running right up to him. This is Storm. And you got Liberal Pundit and Sergeant Mango just chilling like a villain behind the Logi, and I don't think either one have any idea what's about to happen here. Oh, no, no, no. Storm does. He takes out Liberal.
I'm gonna move a fire team into Pap and
Now it's ring around the rosy. Mango gets Storm. He's got to get out of here.
Well, looks like Militia Squad 3 is kind of pushing really close to Squad 1 for the Brit. I don't think they've been spotted yet or have spotted them, but they definitely know they're on that hill.
Mango, pull back if you can. Try to find that radio if you can. If not, then just pull back.
Yeah, we could have run in the log pot.
Oh, copy.
Yeah, Trident Squad is in, I think, a great location to go and push up on top of this southern hill
Joe, how are those?
of British Squad 1. It's as long as they stay on the western side to stay out of line of sight of, what is this, British Squad 4.
They may be moving around, so I'm pulling back closer to the OP.
Squad 4 is moving up north. You just called that out. So I think this is going to leave it perfect for Trident
Sergeant
Squad.
Mango.
Hilltop.
Sergeant Mango might run into Bump Squad right here in a second.
Joe, are you gonna take a compound up there?
I think Mango spotted him and went down. I don't know if he's dead yet.
Copy.
Definitely spotted him. Still up though. Now he goes down. Mango goes down. Bump Squad walks in on him. Great use of Bump Squad, I think, by Best Pony. Bump Squad looks like he's some sort of QRF force. I think Bump's gotten a lot of the
Copy.
Bump has stayed in that one corner, just going back and forth constantly.
Yeah.
Too far, Guido, too far.
I mean, we can just see the map structure right now. British have retreated back into the corner of the map, and Militia, all they gotta do is send Bump Squad around to the southern side, and they'll be fully surrounded. No escape.
Then pull back this side and get up.
Looking at kills, we're at 4 for the British, 9 for the Militia. So Militia up by 5, but still too early to call anyone's game here.
Yeah, I think British still have the advantage just because they are defenders, and those mortars that the British have. I'm actually gonna go check this out. Mortars are really powerful on this map.
Sorry about that, man. It's a bit too much to hold with just a fire team now.
So Squad 4 has actually pushed up on top of the hill that I was wanting Trident to push on top of. So I think this might just be slow reaction to Pony, but Pony's also pacing himself in a manner that he's waiting for his southern flank to go ahead and extend and get everything secured.
So mortar is down for the Brits, and it was used earlier as we saw. Not effective enough though. I'm not sure if the FOB has supplies. FOB does have supplies. 450 ammo. No one is manning the mortar though.
Can we just mention how nice it is now that we can check the FOB ammo count just by scrolling over it?
Really can.
It makes everything so much easier.
There's an engagement here by a fire team from Squad 1 and a fire team from Squad 2, Revi.
That's fine, man.
They're trying to push into FOB Popanov, it looks like. 4 on 3.
Yeah, but he's getting another fire team by Trident to go and join him. But this southern squad, actually like fire team that's left from Squad 1 on the British side, they're holding the southern hill. They're getting heavily suppressed by Trident squad. There we go. I think Squad 2 is going to be pushing the southern hill first.
This is a really good location for the Brits to defend, I think. Holding Popanov would actually eliminate the northern flank. I don't like seeing these Brits run away from this location. I think I'd like to see maybe a squad from the Brits actually in this place. This is going to let the militia forces just get on these rooftops here. And they have pretty good eyes on this hill. Right here on this rooftop, you can see that entire fire team on that OP.
My guys out of Pavo. They said they had a few attacks.
Yeah, mortar's going back and forth on either side, and they're getting fairly accurate. They're starting to get there, but they're not quite yet. Yeah, I mean, these mortars are just barely missing Trident squad. Whoever's doing the mortars, just spread them out more, and oh my gosh, would they get kills.
Best pony on those mortars for the militia.
Yeah, these British mortars though are just, these British mortars need to get spread out. The militia ones are okay.
Looks like 8S on those mortars. No kills for him so far. He's in heroes.
Mortars are going to stop for a moment until we get a better idea where they are.
Sug saying mortars are going to stop. I don't think there's much ammo left on that FOB. 300 build. A 300 ammo. Not a lot of ammo left. This should save it for as much as they can. Ooh, I think Bag of Joe just went down, but
I do. The smoke just went away. Hold up.
Sunny or Cardboard just took out Bag of Joe. And militia mortars dropping at the same time. Really good. Really good for the militia.
So it appears that Squad 4's fire team down here, the southern hill, has got eyes on some smokes that have been thrown by Trident. And they're just kind of waiting for that contact to reveal themselves. And there's two men that have been segregated. It's Swine and Fro.
Nade out by Sunny. Kills Elite. Wow. What a nade, Sunny.
Again, if we cluster up, guys, we're gonna
3 kills for Sunny so far.
Enemies are in frag range of the guys on the western hill.
What a nade.
Copy.
Looks like Sam's gonna fall back. Yeah, he's lost, I think, 3 people in his fire team already. He doesn't want to go down with them. Militia are taking this hill slowly but surely. They've already killed about 3 people, including an SL on that hill, so great progress being made.
Yeah, we're up 4 kills for the British and 11 for the militia, so it's starting to become a little bit more decided here.
More mortars coming out for the militia, not exactly hitting anything,
Shug, you want me to go
but they are on. They are zeroed on OPs.
Copy.
It looks like Alpha Guido's actually running into them. If Pony fires some more, he might kill someone in Guido's squad.
Gotcha. Do we know, are they in the little fob down there in Echo 165?
So Hero is checking every, like, 30 seconds, I would say, kind of periodically, just the south side, making sure he's not getting flanked. And he is. Squad 1 will soon enough be here. It's just going to take them a little bit longer. And as long as they pace, as long as Pony paces Squad 3 and 4, or sorry, 3 and 2 out, Squad 4 and 1 will be able to really close in the distance and just get a massive flank on these guys, and that's the opportunity for 3 and 2 to push in.
I really forgot about Squad 1. Squad 1's been on the marathon walking around the map so far. And they're coming in on a good flank. They've got Aquoia. I don't even know how to pronounce that. He's kind of watching the south from his position. I think he's going to be the first contact that Squad 1's going to take. And it doesn't look like he's actually looking down there. He's looking east.
I think he's just crawling to a new location. Yeah, he's trying to set up and watch that hill.
I really like the militia movement so far. I really like how Nate's squad is still on that OP down there, but because it's so great. They're hitting remnants of 4's fire team on that hill, and they just have eyes there. Until that fire team's gone, I don't think we'll see Nate's squad move off.
Yeah, definitely. Talking about moving off, looks like these two militia soldiers, Swine and Fro, they're trying to make a move somewhere. Either they're retreating back to Nasty. No, they're pushing Squad 4's fire team. They get one.
Alright, remaining mortars are for emergency.
Atomic Peach goes down. I think that was Fro that got him. Great shot on him. I don't think the British know. I think one guy here knows. They're looking around. Deadstalker's looking around. Flicker's running. Oh yeah, they're running.
Oh, they now the Pony's mortars are on them as well.
Wow. Almost hits Deadstalker, not quite.
Copy.
They just spread those mortars out just a little bit more, and oh man, they would just be so effective.
Deadstalker's running. He's running for his life. He does not want those mortars dropping on him one more.
So, Squad 4 is retreating his fire team down to the village, where Squad 1 on the militia side are just about to push.
Oh, that's actually good. I don't know. I don't even know what this is.
I got contacts up right now.
I think they're spotted. I think someone might have been spotted here. Looks like all militia is and the. Oh yeah,
they're firing
getting
stuff now.
engaged here.
They know.
This is really nice spread. I really like the spread that militia has, and they're all prone.
Enemy contact in Echo
They just gotta start
155.
shooting. Tracer's coming out.
There we go. Mortars coming in on the main fob hill from militia. Just barely missing a few guys. I mean, they're landing like every single mortar that's being thrown out by militia is like landing just in between these pocket of infantry.
This incredible firepower by the Brits. They're actually pushing the militia back over the burn. And one goes down for militia. Who's too late. But one casualty on the militia from this firefight. Really nice work by the Brits. And the Squad 1's push from the south. It's over. They're just heading back down south. Another walk for bump, it looks like.
I can't say though that Nasty Nate has pushed off of his fob hill and moved up to where Squad 4's fire team was previously. And 3 is now on top of the hill that I wanted them to push, or what I called out. I think they would push at the very beginning of the game. Squad 2, I believe, is just getting surrounded though by British.
Oh wow, I think we missed it. Squad 2 for the militia and Squad 4 for the British actually walked up on each other while going to Popinov. I think.
Oh, there's 2 soldiers sharing a rock that are on the opposing teams. Oh, he just gets one tapped. Gets absolutely destroyed by Rain Man.
Boogeyman dropped.
Aim 1550, and that should be 100 meters up.
I don't think I have anybody that knows how to do them.
Revy is on the other side of this hill from Rain Man as well.
Revy's gonna walk into Rain Man, it looks like.
But Revy's, no, he's not hit.
Okay, I got one. Where do you want the cells?
I think Revy hears Rain Man. Oh,
yeah, he
sees him.
has to.
Oh, Rain Man goes down to Revy.
Aim a direction and 100 meters out. Actually, I take that back. Echo 122 right now.
Echo 1, hold on.
So Revy with his fire team. Revy's the last out here. He has another fire team of his inside Popanov itself. I think they might be able to support him, but they're not looking the right way. Oh, they actually take out one. The fire team over here takes out one on the hill. I don't know whose name it was, but now Beware is on zone here with Zaki 90. Looks like Beware's gonna run away. Revy's still alive down here. I think Boogeyman and Sinister are gonna try to bound backward. Revy might see Boogie.
Yeah, they're occupying the Papadopoulos right now.
Revy sees him. Takes out no Boogie and Sinister Shake. 2 down for Revy. That's 3 total. I think Revy's got here. Incredible. 3 kills total for Revy. And he might see Guido up here. I'm not too sure.
Alright, here, they're starting to push in from the north, too.
SL on SL. This is crazy.
Do what you can to get back here. Copy.
Looks like Guido's gonna fire at his first not popping up. Guido's just gonna run. I think his entire squad has been wiped at this point.
So, Squad 1 has retreated down south about 300 meters from their last location because of that massive suppression by just the main FOB location. And now it's just, everyone's kind of waiting up on these hills and just slowly starting to push. I think the only good vector, though, is going to be Squad 2 up where, you know, that main combat was where you guys were just checking out. It's not until Squad 1 finds a way to get around this fire team on the far south side that I don't think 4 and 3 are going to be able to push. Just because how large of a valley 4 and 3 have to cross.
I can sit here with Silas over on the far east and pop them when they try to come up and over. Do it.
Yeah. And while we were talking, except Guido was actually getting shot at by Revy's old force. Not old forces, pardon me, but Revy's remaining fire team back at Papanov. They were actually firing at Guido. They've watched him fall away. I don't think he was hit, but now Revy's fire team is getting engaged by the British platoon on the hill.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, there's so much of a large gap in between this main hill and everything else. They got to find the right vector. And it's all about which side is going to be paying attention the least. So we know that the north side is very, very heavy in contact, but yet again, they're starting to retreat. But they have, you know, who is it? Alpha Guido, who's just not going to give up with binos up on the far tree line just to keep eyes on them the entire time. Squad 1 moving off to the extreme east side of the map and moving north. This might be the break they need as they can move through the tree line and get up right on top of them before they even know it. But they have men watching this way. Like, who is this? Okoya. I mean, he's watching, like, the perfect angle to see Squad 1 come up on the east. Okoya, I think, is the guy who even spotted them on the south side before.
Yeah, Okoya is. And he's been backed up by Flicker and Deadstock. And no longer on his own, and he's watching southeast. He might see Bump Squad again. Bump's trying a different approach this time. Gonna be taking the eastern border instead of going straight.
Yeah, it's like 300 degrees.
Really, I really wish that the militia platoon. I don't mean to sound
northwest.
Like I'm trying to rush things, but I wish they did something. For me, right now, it looks like they're waiting on Revy's squad to make progress on it. And Revy, Morton's dropping as I speak.
So close. I mean, so close to hitting command right there. Command and another SL, actually.
Friendly moving in. Watch out, mortars coming in.
And there's another friendly moving into the same place mortars just landed. No, you want to go the other way.
Yeah, 2 people in a fire shelter is something that we see often when mortars are used. Everyone's just hiding, scared of their lives, scared for their lives.
Yeah, here, they're all on the hill. Yeah, command, we got a fire team element looking north. Me and Silas are gonna try to deal with it.
He was running into contact.
Copy.
I think he was hit. I think he's bandaging. Nope, not quite.
I think
he
Bump
is now.
Squad is just about to come into view here of Okoya. And they're just barely getting there. I mean, Bump is being so careful to stay in the cover. Like, he's getting his men to crawl down the hill.
Wow.
Like, I can't even imagine it in real life. That's a pretty steep degrade.
Beware barely survived an engagement. He was down to a sliver of health before he banded. Incredible.
I think ironically enough, I think Surgeon over here, even though he's a surgeon, has almost 0 health left with no medic nearby, as they do get a reduced amount of medics. Both teams, that is.
Yeah, that is true. I saw that earlier. I really like the positioning of Wellome and as in this village just south of Squad. I really like this village in general. I think these guys are going to be able to come in from behind as the militia move on to their...
I 100% agree.
As you can see here, I think it's Wellome. He might actually have eyes. Yeah, he has eyes across the road. It's really open. If the militia were to pass through here, I think he'd be able to get 1, maybe if they'd cross to get to that radio. And the radio is actually in a clever spot. Right behind a tree here. With its mortar in a ditch. A lot of cover for the militia to dig it up, but also quite hidden.
Yeah, cover always works 2 ways. That's the thing you gotta keep in mind when you're building a defense of any means. Is what's gonna happen when you start to get overrun? Are the enemies gonna be able to use your own defenses to their advantage? And it's something that's really, really hard to master, of building stuff up and making it in the way where you can't actually use it to your advantage as an attacker.
Honestly, I don't know what the situation is over there. Just do your best.
Yeah, and militia over here, I think this is squad 3. Just so much firepower onto the British fob. They take out 1 person. That's 1 person that I saw, at least. Could have been more. It's quite incredible. It's amazing how people can come together like this and just get online and put a ton of rounds on target, and it renders the enemy team useless because they're just so suppressed.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can see that right now with the kills. I mean, the British, even though they're on defense, militia are just shooting so much more, and now we're at 22 and 9. Like, that's an insane difference in kills right there.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Guido is being walked up on. He takes out Sunny, takes out Sunny. Guido takes out Sunny. Guido's up here with Silas, gets walked up on by Revy's fire team up in the northeast. Within 2 meters of each other, Guido gets hit by Sunny. He has to ban. Luckily, Silas is a medic. There's 2 others here, and Revy's quite far away. I don't think Revy's going to be able to help. Guido sees cardboard, maybe not. Really close engagement here. Is Kneeholes and Cardboard versus Guido and Silas. 2 good shooters, Guido and Silas. I'm unaware of Cardboard and Kneeholes. I know Kneeholes is good as well.
Yeah, Cardboard, I think they're all good shots right here. It's just about how they're going to be placing each other in this uphill versus downhill battle. Sometimes you think, oh, high ground is better, but, I mean, the thing is when you're peeking it, you're going to be silhouetted.
Silas, can you hear me in local?
Yeah, Guido's got a really good position here. Not exposed to any angles. And the only way he's going to be able to get hit by Cardboard is if Cardboard's right on top. It looks like Guido's moving. He calls it out that he's moving. Oh, he's moving out. Cardboard might see him.
Akoya spotted squad 1, I believe. No, he didn't. He did not. Bump squad is laying down in the forest. Akoya watching over. Hero used Akoya's cover to go and bound across the big kiwi. And, I mean, Hero's trying to move south, check out this hill. Little does he know, they're all in this ditch right to their side. Right to his left side.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Guido tries falling back to Silas, and Cardboard takes him out. Great shots by Cardboard. Silas is now by himself. And that's 1 SL down for the Brit.
I'll be interested to see what Bump does here. These British who are on the southern compound are being suppressed by, who is this? Surgeon. I mean, Bump could easily clear out this hill, but he's going to give away his position to everyone else who's on the north side of that road. And with Akoya and a couple other ARs watching over, I don't think it's a good idea. I think they're best off if they move north across the road, take out this fire position, and then they can use the high ground to overwatch the compounds. But no, they're going for the compound. They're throwing nades over. Hero calls out contacts. Akoya sets up to watch over the hill. There we go. AR fire goes out. Gets two, I believe. No, he only gets one. I heard another guy get wounded though. And Akoya goes down. They push into the building. Hero runs to the basement.
Stop moving around.
What a shot. And as you were speaking, Silas one-taps cardboard over here at the northeast. Incredible.
They're in my building.
Still an engagement over here. It's slow, but it's moving.
If you can, we won't get hit. We're in the basement.
Revy and Niholes versus Silas back here. I think Silas should be falling back, but he might be too late for him. As I think...
Oh, they're pushing up top from the basement now. The militia, I don't think I have any idea. They killed one, two.
Two down.
And there's no one else, I think, left inside the compound. Yeah, they're all outside.
Falling back to you.
One of the militia soldiers takes out Big Kiwi. Now it's just Hero. One pushing up to the building. Hero spots him, though. He gets him through the window. But you see the wooden wall, and that AK is blasting right through. Look at all the bullet holes. Oh, that is so amazing. I love the new bullet pen mechanics. Nade goes perfectly through the doorway. Oh, that was a great nade. Too bad Hero's already downstairs. They took out a lot of soldiers right there.
A little while ago, the Brits were actually behind. I think it was maybe 6 to 21 for the militia team having 21, 6 for the Brits, and now it is 17 for the British and 28 for the militia. So this assault by the militia is actually getting halted by the British forces, and there are a lot of casualties on both teams. Mostly militia forces, though. Really
I think just
well done
how spread out the British are, though, right now, I think this round is decided. Just because the militia are very consolidated versus the British are very spread out with how little men they have left.
Yeah, I agree. The British are kind of all over the place. They got some guys watching the radio. And then they got Hero and his buddy on the south. They're very spread out, and they don't have a lot of... Most of their forces on the radio itself. But there are a couple of stranglers east as well. I don't know. I do like the spread, though, because although they are spread out, although they're not as concentrated as the militia, they are all generally in the same area, and they're all generally watching the radio at this location. So, I mean, even though they are spread out, they're not as... Yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that there's some locations where they can't watch over each other. Like these two men down south, or the one guy very, very far north on the other side of the hill. And when we're down to this little men, they can't quite do that. I would say all the people on the screen right now inside this compound, yeah, they're like perfect positioning, but the three others, they need to get a move on towards the main platoon. There we go, militia now moving from the south side up into where the militia are as the hill gets poured over from the militia. Yeah, they're firing to the guys that are on the hilltop over there. Or just on the hill in general. They got one. No, he doesn't.
Wow, and this militia fire team down here with command and squad fires, and Efang hears them. He's getting a little aggressive here. Speaking, I think he sees one, takes out Surgeon here. Surgeon goes down by Efang through the hole in the fence. Pony's running up to him. This is close. Efang sees Bum, takes out Bum. Sees Fitzy, takes out Fitzy. Efang gets 3 and doesn't trade with Best Pony, but Best Pony takes out Efang. Wow, 3 for Efang, 1 for Best Pony. That's great fire.
And
fire team
AS
game.
now moving away from Wellham, I think, to go ahead and flank that fire team that originally pushed up, and now it's just one man that's being command. And we got the 2 men that retreated from who was this that was up here? Hero and his buddy Kiwi. They're moved up north on top of the hill. They said, screw that contact. And they should push down and wipe over Beware and Lawn Darts if they do it right.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like he said, I don't know what's going on. This is still anyone's game at this point. I think the British just have that defender's advantage, and we just saw Efang take out 3 people. So trades like that for the British could completely turn the game around in their favor.
Yeah, if they keep on doing it. I think Stalker here is going to see Pony as soon as he moves, though. And that's going to be it for Pony.
Just be careful.
Hero telling him to be careful.
There are 2 militia people walking on Wellham in the city or in the village. On Wellham.
They were heading south side of the hill.
AS moved as soon as the militia went into his building. Wellham's actually getting shot at. Wellham goes down to Lex, Ryan, and one other on that hill. Wow, unlucky.
We just lost our blueberries west of the MSR.
What a shot. Yeah. I think that was through the window as well. Crazy.
One, you have eyes on the radio?
Negative.
So these 2 British soldiers who are on the hill are still up. We got 2 militia that are moving up north. I think they're going to go ahead and catch Silas off guard here as Niholes and Revy joins them. They're going to be pincering him from both sides. Just a matter of time for Silas right now.
Looking at a head count here, it looks like we've got maybe 6 British left. And
They were in the village, and then they
10 plus militia.
Yeah, count on your guys.
Still anyone's game.
There's 43 minutes left in the round, so we'll be plenty good on that front. But this round it's coming close. There we go. Revy walks up behind Silas, 2-taps him with the AK.
Looks like Best Pony is on the radio. I think he's ignoring it. He's just going for Lawn Darts. He's firing the saw.
Well, you can't dig it up, you know?
Oh,
he's an SL.
Yeah, good point. I thought we were using the mod for a second. Fortunately, that is not working with V12 yet.
No,
Lawn Dart's
not
calling
yet.
out Best Pony Smoke. Love the confusion.
Deadstalker and
militia.
Hero find themselves in a weird location here, as they're like on top of the hill, but not really firing at the militia who are all huddled together in Wellham's old building.
Yeah, Lawn Dart sees the militia throwing smoke, and he's ready with that AR bipoded down. As soon as he sees anyone moving, he's gonna light him up.
They're smoking.
Yeah. I'm tempted to cross the road here to the 300 and get around behind him.
Lawn Dart's supposed to cross the road and flank him. I'm gonna go over to Az. I think Az just engaged.
Yeah, he was shooting at who is this Swine who's crossing the road. I think anyone who's
No
crossing the road.
casualties. Yes, these militia, they just have their heads down, scared. So much suppression coming. One goes down. Az takes out one. I think he takes out Pew.
My guy's trying to do it in a full squad in the sound.
Airborne suppressing. The militia don't even see him. They're just shooting into the trees, hoping they hit him.
So the militia that took out, who was a Silas, up on the very, very far north side are now running down the hill into Lawn Darts and Beware. And Best Pony coming in from the front side.
I think Az went down to Swine. Unlucky. He did great work there, and they're now pushing on to his location.
This militia soldier just ran right in front of the Lawn Darts and had no idea. Oh, I think Appa was going for the knife kill and Pony stole it from him. Oh, poor Appa. And Best Pony kills Lawn Darts as well. I feel bad for Appa, man. He was totally going for that knife kill. Pony robbed him of it.
All right, I think there's only 2 British forces left, and that's Hero and Deadstalker. I think the militia are going to be able to clean up their fob radio or the British radio now, and I'd like to see what Hero and Deadstalker plan on doing against what is maybe a squad worth of militia
we're the
left.
only ones left. I didn't realize everybody else did.
Well,
Hero
they just realized that
realizing-
they're the only ones left, so...
Alright, so... Fuck.
Militia throwing nades. That looks beautiful. Wow. Nades going into this village. They think that the British
Well,
are
we're
all over
technically good until they dig up the radio.
They're digging.
and the militia are digging up the radio. Called out by Deadstalker. And radio is down for the British. The militia have successfully completed their objective, and now they just have to hold the radio location or eliminate all British forces. So I'd like to see Hero and Deadstalker start moving soon. Not to be too pushy, but I'm just curious as to see what they do. It's always intense in these last stand situations where you're by your own.
The problem with moving in this type of a stage is you don't entirely know where they're gonna be, right? So you could accidentally run into a fire team and just get wiped instantly. So you got to be careful about how you move when you're in this low count, especially because everyone could just be anywhere at this point.
And speaking of being anywhere, the militia actually are everywhere. They've got people on their old radio location. They've got guys in the village. They've got guys on the hill as well. So these guys, Hero and Deadstalker, are kind of surrounded in their location.
I think we should go in this little village.
It's definitely an interesting place to fight that I don't see that often being fought over on Fool's Road. And it's really nice to see this part of the map get used.
Let's get cover, man.
I think Pony might have eyes on. Oh no, guys on the north side though, they did see him. Hero goes down. And there you go, now Pony's firing on them. I think Deadstalker went down. Yeah, Deadstalker went down as well. That is it. That is going to be GG. End of round 2. End of session 1. Operation Jester. We will be back in a few hours with session 2. I'm not entirely sure what the operation is, but I'm sure it's Dust Devil. That's on Talia, so a brand new map actually. That's what Shadow Ritual is telling me right now.
John, what's your disc?
So it'd be a fairly good fight to go and see, that's for sure. Brand new map on the brand new V12. This is the first day that we're ever streaming our operations for V12. It was a great, round to go ahead and just session to watch as the very first session we ever had on V12 as well. Whole lot of firsts right there. If you enjoyed this stream, make sure to follow us at squadops.gg. Go to squadops.gg if you want to sign up for the events and take our SOT Basic, as well as getting priority queuing in all of our servers. I know we're having a little bit of issues. We're trying to fix that. But once it's all smoothed out, you get priority queuing in all of our servers as long as you sign up for SquadOps, or as long as you sign up on squadops.gg. Now, if you go ahead and follow us over at twitch.tv, you can go ahead and follow us there, see all of our streams, make sure you get all the notifications and stuff like that, and over at youtube.com/squadops, where you can find all of our previous VODs from years past. This was XF and HmL commentating for you guys tonight. I hope you guys have a good one. See you guys later.